Do not blame others for for not understanding you or knowing you or blaming them. They are not like you. That is to condemn them into being who they are truly in your own eyes. Because when we live from the outside world and we are upset with somebody, let's use that example. When we're upset with somebody and we're yelling and screaming at them, then that becomes our truth about them, right? And we live from that place. And so we may never trust them, or we may never want to talk to them again. These are the cases, right? Because no more are we in love with them, but now we are hating them, because we're living from the outside in, not from the inside out, if that makes sense. And so whatever we condemn them to being, if we're projecting out to them what is actually within, that is not the truth that we've accepted to ourselves, then we are projecting outside and we're having the experience, and then that becomes experience with them. We condemn them to that, right? That's why I label them as, right? Oh, they're ugly, they're, mean, they're unhappy, and we live with that for the rest of our lives until we change that perception around it, right? Which we have also the choice to do. We can always change how we feel, how we look at them. And then when we do that, they show up in a different way. Otherwise, whenever we condemn them to being a certain way, then that's how they continue to show up as us, right? We're creating outside of ourselves the illusion, the delusion. When we are living in the delusion, right? That's outside of source, right? The conditions that we have. And then we choose to hold until we let it go, right? Which is the confusion, right? We don't really know what is what, but we live it, right? Because we think it's our truth, which is the false truth, the illusion. So they become condemned in our own eyes, right? And we take that as our truth. And so we simulate that over and over again until we choose to change it, right? And so it's the reason that we cannot see them for who they truly are, because we have condemned them to that illusion. We can't see beyond that, right? When we judge them and we make them into something that they're not, we are based on where we are on that. It may just be simply that we're having a bad day and we are like, angry, and we project it out to them. And now they fight in anger and hate us because we did it. And then now it's this whole convoluted illusion situation where somebody who was your best friend is now not your best friend.